All right, question number 1 says, what is the square root of 144? So we're going to hit second square root in 144, and that answer is 12. So my answer here is A. Question number 2 says, find the lengths of the missing sides. We have a right triangle. We're going to use the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C has to be the hypotenuse. A and B are not picky. So, yeah, you can write it down. It's going to be, I'm going to record it and put a link to the video out too. 5 squared is 25. 14 squared is 196. When you add those together, you get 221. So then you have to take the square root of 221, and that is 14.8. Rounded to the nearest tenth is going to be 14.9. So that is answer choice D. Question 3 is another Pythagorean theorem question. So we'll start with a squared plus b squared is c squared. This problem, the hypotenuse is 20. So I'm going to let this be our a value, and this will be the b value. So 10 squared plus b squared equals 20 squared. And I'll do my calculator work. 20 squared is 400. 10 squared is 100. So I have 100 plus b squared equals 400. Subtract the 100 from both sides. So b squared is equal to 300. And then you got to take the square root of 300. $17.3, which is answer choice C. Question 4 says, determine whether these side lengths could form a right triangle. So again, we're using a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and you're plugging these values in to see if they will work. Well, 18 squared plus 24 squared really equal 30 squared. So we're going to use our calculator, see what we get. 18 squared is 324. 24 squared, 576. When I add those together, it gives me 900. I need to know if that's equal to 30 squared. 30 squared is also 900, so it checks. So my answer to this one is yes. Next question is the same thing. Can you use these to make a right triangle? So you're testing out a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C has to be the longest side, which is 41. We want to know if 41 squared is equal to 7 squared plus 40 squared. 7 squared is 49. 40 squared is 1600. Together, it's going to give you 1649. 41 squared is 1681. These are not the same, so the answer here is no. They are not equal, so the answer here is no. So this answer is A. Number 6. Number 6 says simplify the expression. These have the same square roots. We can't do anything with the square root of 6, but we're going to put a 1 outside of this one. We're going to treat this like it said 1x plus 4x, or plus 2x. And we're going to combine like terms. Marcus, you need to take those sunglasses off. When we combine like terms, we're going to get 3 square roots of 6. So this answer is A. Thank you. Number 7. Number 7 is a simple equation for us to solve. It says negative 49 equals x minus 50. You want to isolate the x. You do that by using the inverse operation. So we're going to get rid of this 50 by adding 50 to both sides. When you add 50 to negative 49, you are going to get positive 1. So this answer choice is 1. Question 8, y divided by 4 equals negative 10. If you want to undo division, what's the process that undoes division? What's the opposite of dividing? Multiplication. So we're going to multiply both sides by 4. So we're going to get y equals negative 40. And that answer choice is D. Number 9. 9D equals negative 54. Divide both sides by 9. I'm going to get D equals negative 6. Answer choice D. Now we move on to where we have multiple step equations. We have more than one step going on. So let's look here and see what it is we need to do with this one. Number 10. Number 10 says negative 6 equals x over 8 plus 4. So the first thing we're going to do is undo the addition with some subtraction. So we are going to add, or subtract rather, negative. We're going to subtract 4 from both sides. This will cancel. We'll get negative 10 equals x over 8. Multiply by 8 on both sides. And we're going to get x is equal to negative 80. And that is answer choice A. Number 11 on that page says 11 equals negative D plus 15. We're going to start by subtracting 15 from both sides. So we're going to get negative 4 equals negative D. We're going to divide both sides by negative 1. So D is equal to 4. Questions so far? Problem 12 says 2 equals 10 plus z over negative 3. Going to multiply both sides by negative 3. So that's going to give me negative 6 equals 10 plus z. And then we're going to subtract the 10 from both sides. Negative 16 equals z. Okay. Question 13 says 3 times y plus 6 equals 30. We're going to distribute. 3y plus 18 is equal to 30. Subtract the 18 from both sides. 3y will equal 12. Divide by 3. Y equals 4. So that is answer choice C. Okay, I'm going to stop the video.